Able to hear from someone, how many are you planning to send here, and when, and what is the makeup of these groups?
After striking a deal with Panama, El Paso has seen hundreds of Cuban migrants crossing the border into El Paso.
The migrants were stranded in the Central American country for at least a year and are stepping foot into the U.S. for the very first time. The El Paso Catholic Diocese, along with other local shelters, are stepping up to help them.
We're told some of the migrants will likely come and go and stay at shelters like the Houchin Center for only a couple of hours before moving on to their next destination. The fear from the Diocese of El Paso is not knowing what to expect. Here's ABC 7's Josie Ortegon.
We're having to prepare for, if you will, a worst-case scenario, and then try and be ready when the realities unfold.
The reality of hundreds of Cuban migrants crossing the border into El Paso. In a news conference Wednesday, Bishop Mark Sides expressed concern because state and federal agencies haven't communicated, putting a strain on local resources.
We're not being told who's coming, when. We don't know how many are planning to move through quickly, how many are planning to stay. There is zero communication.
But the migrants are here now, with more on the way. Groups are being flown to Juarez every day this week. Local churches and shelters are rushing to set up and take them in. Inside the Houchin Community Center, migrants are arriving every couple of minutes, checking in, setting up their beds, and getting some rest. Officials here tell us many of them are looking for flights to places like Miami and Houston, while others have nowhere to go from here.
They're simply saying, well, we heard of this place, we heard of Denver.
The Cuban refugees are a special case. Once they're screened, they're released by Customs and Border Protection for a year when they can apply for U.S. residency. They can receive work authorization and a monthly stipend of $445. But the diocese fears without adequate shelter or resources, it's money that can only take them so far.
These resources may not be enough. One of the difficulties here is that we can't really predict.
And that was Josie Ortegon reporting. Officials with the Houchin Community Center tell us they have room for at least 560 migrants. They aren't worried about having to close their doors yet, but say it has crossed their mind. If you'd like to donate, you can go to KVIA.com for more information.
Rick, in Sunland Park, New Mexico,